Welcome everyone to this most comprehensive and detailed engineering analysis of one of the most complex and beautiful visual and kinetic simulation games ever designed to challenge graphic processing limits on mobile platforms, which is Sky Children of the Light. We're not talking here about just a regular exploration game, but we are facing a software simulation platform that primarily and intensively focused on flight and fluidity logic and how digital systems respond to wind movement and player interactions inside an open and dynamic cloud world. The game takes us to celestial horizons where every cloud and every hill has been built as an independent software unit interacting with other units in a complex environment requiring the player to have a deep and comprehensive understanding of how kinetic energy matrices and computational load distribution between light particles work in this giant video. We will dismantle all software systems that manage the simulation engine and explain in tedious detail how volumetric lighting technologies were merged with instantaneous gravity calculation mechanics to provide an intense technical experience that challenges and tests all central and graphic processing capabilities in modern flagship phones. Graphics engineering and volumetric lighting, visual atmospheric logic. From a purely technical and deep standpoint, Sky relies on a custom and highly evolved graphics engine specifically optimized to provide high-definition volumetric lighting, giving a sense of realism to sunlight rays penetrating through clouds and fog in real time. The game uses a complex system of advanced shaders where light particles interact with character clothing to provide stunning visual depth and a soft glow without excessive GPU resource consumption. The Sky rendering system has been optimized to be a dynamic system that changes its color and density based on player progress in different areas, increasing the visual and technical distinction during flight. For us, as engineers, we strictly notice that the game uses high-efficiency fluid rendering techniques, allowing for seas of clouds that react instantaneously with player passage through them, reflecting the quality of superior software optimization and the ability to manage graphic resources with unparalleled efficiency. Flight engineering and aerodynamics physics simulation. This section represents the pride of technical creativity in the game. The flight system in Sky relies on a physical data matrix simulating torque and lift force programmatically. The character cape possesses specific energy levels affected by air resistance and thrust speed. The game uses complex algorithms to calculate movement fluidity between hot and cold air currents while calculating instantaneous gravity coefficients during descent or ascent, ensuring complete smoothness and realism in aerial movement. This extreme depth in design adds a thick layer of mechanical logic to the exploration process, where the processor must calculate tension and lift forces to ensure the highest possible visual and kinetic efficiency against strong winds, which also possess independent physical systems interacting with player wing movement and surrounding lighting effects. Netcode architecture and synchronous social server logic. This section represents the core and heart of engineering and technical creativity. In this game, the multiplayer system in Sky relies entirely on a silent synchronization architecture, where every movement and every call performed by the player in the world is processed and sent to 8 players in the same geographical instance in fractions of a second, radically changing the digital data flow and ensuring no lag occurs during shared flight. From a purely software perspective, the game relies on emotional connection algorithms where friendship paths are processed immediately to reflect on shared player capabilities. You can fly hand in hand with strangers, making the connection management process very similar to managing complex data networks, requiring precise logistical planning to ensure instantaneous connection stability under the pressure of thousands of silent social interactions. Interactive acoustic engineering and music algorithms. All acoustic interactions in Sky possess a unique technical footprint based on generative audio systems to ensure harmony and coordination. The most prominent technical feature of interest to professionals is the musical instrument system, which allows players to perform programmatically in real time, where sounds overlap based on the surrounding environment programmatically. These advanced capabilities rely on digital signal processing or DSP affected by echo inside caves or wind on high peaks. The digital interaction between player tones and ambient sound coefficients creates an incredible tactical depth requiring the player to understand and absorb the mechanics of numbers and frequencies behind every instrument to optimize overall performance in building full sonic immersion experiences. Environmental engineering and kinetic plant simulation. As a tool for increasing the level of technical immersion, the game relies on a system of interactive plants whose movement changes based on wind strength and player passage. The physics system is designed to be a continuous kinetic system, allowing the player to see the swaying of grass and flowers accurately in vast plains. This high level of environmental and network programming ensures an integrated sensory and engineering experience, especially in storm areas where safe path planning skills appear to support allies using light distribution systems that work with a software system entirely dependent on energy transfer laws and connection coefficients with charging points in the surrounding environment, making every trip in the world of Sky a new engineering and aesthetic challenge, testing player intelligence and innovative solution ability. Conclusion and final engineering and technical rating. In conclusion, and based on the above, Sky Children of the Light is considered a living and real testament to the massive and amazing evolution in the visual simulation industry. Based on physics and extreme emotions, it is a stunning and genius blend of graphics, engineering, deep flight mechanics, and superior software optimization that respects all hardware details. The game offers a rich and complex environment that challenges players to use their engineering minds and available technical tools to thrive and succeed in the heart of a world ruled by light and hope. Thank you all for following this giant and very detailed explanation designed specifically for fans of fine technical and engineering details. Let me know in the comments which technical or mechanical feature impressed you the most in this amazing design, and do not forget to subscribe and activate notifications to keep up with the latest engineering reviews and analyses. In the gaming world, see you in the next challenge, and always stay at the forefront of technology and innovation.